What if the brawlers you know and love weren't brawlers at all? What if they traded their shotguns, revolvers, and gadgets for something far more ancient, far more precise? What if they became archers? Today, we're diving into an epic fan-made reimagining where 5 iconic characters from the world of Brawl Stars are completely transformed into legendary bow-wielding warriors. And trust me, you're gonna want to stick around until the very end, because the final reveal is going to blow your mind. This is fan-made, inspired content and is not affiliated with or endorsed by Supercell. Let's jump in.
First up, we've got the face of Brawl Stars herself. You know her, you love her, she's the shotgun-wielding powerhouse who's been with us since day one. But imagine this, a Shelly-inspired character who's ditched the shells and buckshot for something sleeker, sharper, and way more deadly. Picture her now as a hunter-archer, dressed in reinforced leather with a quiver strapped across her back. Her weapon? Let's call it the scatter bow. Instead of firing a single arrow, she releases a spread of 3 arrows in a tight cone, just like her original shotgun spread. Up close, all 3 arrows can pierce a single target for devastating damage. At range, they fan out, giving her incredible zone control. It's the same Shelly aggression, but now with a medieval twist. But here's where it gets interesting. Her super ability transforms into what we'll call Arrow Storm. She pulls back her bowstring to its absolute limit and unleashes a barrage of arrows into the sky. They rain down in a wide area, dealing damage over time and slowing enemies caught in the zone. It's chaos. It's beautiful. Playing this version would feel like a tactical brawler who controls the battlefield with precision and power. You'd still rush in, but now every shot feels more calculated, more satisfying.
Next, let's talk about speed. Let's talk about style. Let's talk about a Colt-inspired archer who doesn't just shoot arrows, he dominates with them. In his original form, Colt is all about rapid-fire bullets and shredding through enemies with relentless volleys. But now, imagine him as a trick-shot archer, wearing a sleek duster coat, fingerless gloves, and a recurved bow that gleams like polished chrome. His weapon, the rapid quiver, fires arrows at blistering speed. We're talking 6 arrows in quick succession, each one hitting harder than the last if you land them all. It's like his original attack, but now there's this insane skill ceiling. Miss 1 arrow? No big deal. Land all 6 on a single target? Absolutely devastating. The precision required makes every engagement feel like a test of skill. And his super? Oh, this is where the Colt-inspired fantasy really kicks in. Introducing Piercing Volley. He channels his focus, then releases a supercharged arrow that tears through everything in its path. Walls, enemies, cover, it doesn't matter. This arrow doesn't stop. It's a game changer in tight corridors and during team fights. Imagine lining up 3 enemies and deleting them all with 1 shot. That's the dream. That's the power. Playing this archer version would feel lightning fast and incredibly rewarding. You'd need sharp aim and quick reflexes, but when you pop off, you'd feel unstoppable. Colt fans would absolutely lose their minds over this transformation.
Now let's get elegant. Let's get deadly. Let's talk about a Piper-inspired sniper archer who takes long-range combat to a whole new level. In her original form, Piper is the queen of distance, dealing massive damage from across the map with her trusty umbrella rifle. But as an archer, she becomes something even more mythical. Picture her in a flowing dark cloak with gold embroidery, holding a longbow that's almost as tall as she is. This isn't just an archer, this is an assassin archer. Her weapon, the Phantom Longbow, fires a single devastating arrow that deals more damage the farther it travels. At maximum range, it's a one-shot threat to squishier targets. But here's the twist. The arrow is nearly silent. There's no loud bang, no warning, just a whisper of death cutting through the air. It's terrifying, it's elegant, it's pure Piper energy. Her super ability becomes a vanishing shot. She fires a special arrow that creates a cloud of smoke on impact, obscuring vision in a large area. While the smoke is active, she becomes invisible and gains a massive movement speed boost. She can reposition, escape danger, or line up the perfect follow-up shot. It's the ultimate mind game.
Enemies won't know where she is, and by the time they figure it out, it's too late. Playing this Piper-like archer would feel like being a ghost on the battlefield. You'd control sightlines, punish bad positioning, and vanish before anyone could retaliate. High skill, high reward, and endlessly stylish. This is the archer that montage videos are made of.
All right, let's switch gears. Let's talk about a character who's all about teamwork, summoning, and raw primal power. In her original form, Nita is a scrappy fighter who summons a bear to wreak havoc on the battlefield. She's the backbone of any push, the one who turns the tide of battle with her trusty companion by her side. But as an archer, oh, she becomes something legendary. Picture this, a tribal shaman archer draped in ancient furs and bones that tell stories of 100 hunts. War paint streaks across her face in patterns passed down through generations. In her hands, she wields a wooden bow that's been carved with ancient symbols, each one glowing faintly with mystical energy. This isn't just any bow, this is a sacred weapon blessed by the spirits of the wild themselves. Her weapon, the primal bow, fires arrows that arc through the air like shooting stars. But here's where it gets interesting. These aren't ordinary arrows. Each one is tipped with explosive essence, harvested from the heart of the forest. When they hit their target, they explode in a small area, showering enemies with splinters and primal energy. It's not about surgical precision like Piper. It's not about speed like Colt. This is about overwhelming force. This is about applying relentless pressure and dealing consistent damage to groups of enemies who dare to cluster together. Each shot feels weighty and powerful, like you're channeling the very spirit of the wild with every pull of the bowstring. The bow creaks, the arrow hums with energy, and when it lands, boom! Area denial, zone control, pure chaos. But her super? Oh, this is where things get absolutely wild, literally. She raises her bow to the sky and lets out a primal call that echoes across the battlefield. The ground trembles, and from the shadows of the forest, from the depths of the wilderness itself, her companion arrives. But this isn't the bear you remember. This is an archer bear. Imagine a massive armored bear, twice the size of a normal one, covered in reinforced leather plating and tribal markings that glow with the same mystical energy as Nita's bow. But here's the twist that makes this absolutely insane. Bristling from its back, like a porcupine of destruction, are dozens of arrows. Not just for show, these arrows are live ammunition. And here's the kicker, the part that would make this the most unique summoning ability in the entire game. You can command the bear to charge in any direction you choose. And as it runs, as it stampedes towards your enemies with the fury of nature itself, it fires arrows in all directions. Picture it, this massive bear barreling down a lane, and with each thunderous step, arrows shoot out from its back like a 360-degree rotating turret of death. Enemies to the left, they're getting hit. Enemies to the right, they're getting shredded. Someone tries to flank from behind. Too mad, the bear doesn't care about your positioning. It's covering every angle. It's a moving fortress. It's a battering ram wrapped in an arrow storm. It's absolute beautiful, chaotic mayhem. Enemies scatter in panic. Your teammates rally behind this unstoppable force. The entire flow of combat shifts in an instant. Control points get captured. Choke points get broken. Safe zones become danger zones. And the best part? Oh, the bear doesn't just charge once and disappear. Oh no, it stays on the battlefield, roaming and hunting, continuously firing arrows at any enemy foolish enough to stay in range. It's like having a mobile turret that your opponents have to deal with, forcing them to either focus fire on the bear or risk getting peppered with arrows while they try to fight your team. Playing this Nita-inspired archer would feel like you are the heart and soul of your team's offense. You're not the carry who gets all the eliminations. You're not the lone wolf sniper picking off stragglers. You're the strategic commander who creates space, who turns organized pushes into complete and utter chaos. Your explosive arrows soften up groups. Your bear charges through enemy lines, scattering their formation and forcing them to react. And while they're panicking, while they're trying to figure out whether to shoot you or the arrow-firing bear or your teammates pushing behind it, that's when your team strikes. It's strategic, it's team-oriented, it's fun as hell. And that bear, still an absolute unit, but now it's an absolute unit that can turn the entire battlefield into an arrow-filled nightmare for anyone standing against you. This is the Nita transformation that would make support players everywhere absolutely lose their minds, because you're not just playing a character, you're commanding nature itself.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the character I've been teasing this entire time, the one transformation that changes everything. Because here's the thing, Bo is already an archer. He's the archer of Brawl Stars. So how do you reimagine someone who's already perfect in his role? Simple, you make him legendary. Forget the Bo you know. Forget the classic hunter with the triple arrow attack. This is Ascended Bo. This is Bo as a mythical elemental archer who's transcended the mortal plane. Picture him wrapped in glowing tribal war paint, a bow made of crystallized lightning in his hands, and a presence that radiates raw power. This isn't just a hunter anymore, this is a force of nature. His weapon, the Stormcaller bow, fires arrows infused with elemental energy. Each arrow can randomly apply one of 3 effects: lightning that changes to nearby enemies, frost that slows, or flame that burns over time. Every shot is unpredictable. Every shot is devastating. You never know what you're going to get, but it's always going to hurt. And his super? Forget mines. This is Celestial Barrage. Bo draws his bow back to the heavens and calls down a meteor storm of glowing arrows from the sky. They rain down over a massive area, dealing huge damage and creating zones that pulse with energy for several seconds. It's not just an attack, it's an event. It's the kind of super that makes entire teams scatter and completely shifts momentum. Playing Ascended Bo would feel like you've unlocked the final form of archery itself. You're not just shooting arrows, you're commanding the battlefield, controlling the flow of combat, and making your enemies regret ever stepping into your range. This is the archer that legends are made of.
And there you have it. 5 incredible Brawl Stars inspired characters reimagined as archers, each one more exciting than the last. From Shelly's aggressive scatter shots, to Colt's rapid-fire precision, to Piper's silent assassinations, to Nita's primal chaos, and finally to Bo's legendary ascension, these transformations would be absolutely insane to see in action. But now, I want to hear from you. Which Brawl Stars character would you want to see transformed next? Drop your answers in the comments below, and let's build the ultimate roster together. And hey, if you enjoyed this journey into the world of archer transformations, smash that like button and subscribe, because we've got even more wild reimaginings coming your way. In the next episode, we'll be exploring what happens when fan-favorite brawlers become warriors of a completely different style. Trust me, the next transformation is going to be even crazier. Until next time, keep brawling, keep imagining, and never stop dreaming up the impossible. I'll see you in the next episode.